Hello everyone, how are you today? So today we're going to talk about a physics question in regards to free fall. So that's free fall, okay? So we're talking about free fall and how it's going to affect us in the questions. So in the free fall, the object is only affected by gravity. So gravity is the only thing that is affecting that object. Of course, there's going to be air resistance, okay? But we're gonna eliminate that perception. So we're gonna assume that there's no air resistance when the object is falling. So okay, so for example, we have this a question. So here we have let's say a cliff that is 145 meters. Okay, and you're throwing an object from that height all the way to the ground. So the question is asking you, neglecting air resistance, what, or let's do it with a different color here. So it's asking you, what is the falling time? So what's the falling time of this object that's going 145 meters down the ground? Well, it's pretty simple. First, we have to identify what we have here. Okay, so here we have the distance that the object is going from the above to the ground. This distance is 145 meters. Your acceleration, which is the only thing that's acting on the object. So if you draw this right here, there's going to be an acceleration acting downwards because of an FG, because the FG is the only force that's we're assuming that's acting on it. We're saying that there's going to be no air resistance. Well, there is, but we're going to assume there isn't for the sake of this video. Okay, so this is going to be here. So after that, we have the distance in meters. We have the acceleration. The acceleration is going to be 9.81 meters. Your velocity that we started with, because we just throwed it down without any force applied initially, so it's going to be 0 meters per second, and you're going to have to find the time. So what's the time? Well, to figure this out, you only have to use the simple equation, which is t equals VIT plus AT squared over 2. Okay, or some people write it as 1 over 2 AT squared. For you, it doesn't matter, it's the same thing. Okay, so we're just to plug in what I have. So that's the 0, so that's gone for 0. Your distance in 145 is going to equal to 1 over 2. I'm going to use 9.81, some people use 9.8 for meters per second squared. Okay, meters per second squared. And then we're going to multiply by the time that we need. Okay, so after that, we're going to have 145 is going to equal, so here is by 2. Okay, so that's going to be 4.905 meters per second squared multiplied by the time squared divided by 4.905 meters per second squared. This cancels out. 4.905. This is in meters per second squared. Okay, so after that we are left with this cancels out. Okay, we are left with 29.562 seconds squared. We're going to take the square root, and then you're going to take the square roots from both sides to eliminate this, and then we're going to be left with 5.44 seconds. That is going to be the time from which the object falls on free fall to the ground. Okay, so this was I hope this was a helpful video about how free fall works. So have a good day.